Hey y'all, it's your girl Breezy, and you know I love to run my mouth. So this happened earlier this month. I wanted to run my mouth on it. Before I do, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell so that you get notifications to when your girl drops to run her mouth. Anywho, Tamar Braxton. Girl, this is the reason why people be telling you you talk too much, you do too much, you're over the top, you annoy people. You be like, why people this and why people feel this way? This is why people feel the way they feel about you, girl. This is the reason why. Y'all watch this clip from Tamar in Baltimore, or was it in New York? I think it was in Baltimore. So I don't think it was on the 9th, but it may have been a little bit earlier that. Nonetheless, it was this month in March that at the PhagTawlk live event for T.S. Madison and Craig, the writer Stewart, Craig Stewart, which is a show that I watch. And I really wanted to get this recorded and posted because I wanted to get my opinion out before I watch their video, because I might come back and do another video on whatever they say on PhagTawlk. But so they do a YouTube show live, and they have commentary, and on there they talk about everybody, and Tamar has come up in those discussions on the show, things that she's done, foolishness that she said, etc. And she goes to their live show, and in their live show, they give the mic to the audience. And so somehow she got the mic and she had so much to say. And I was just flabbergasted. So y'all watch, and then we're going to talk about it a little bit more.
Be on this platform and say what you want to say. And then you want my sister to hold me accountable about my opinion when you're doing the same thing. And I'm just confused about that. No, he wasn't. It's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. But the difference is I can't even nominate one. This is what we do. To criticize me and make it seem like I'm being shady and nasty, and what that is not the case. I'm just stating my opinion like you do. So I would like to understand. I will pose this question to you, friend, because I like you.
Now wait, sister, wait. Now tell us, sister, you like it. Now you do like it.
I do.
And I like you. And I like you.
So what is the difference between what we do?
Okay, here's what I want to say. Let me say this. First and foremost, it is not my intention to try to tear you down in front of these people.
Are you sure?
I want you to listen and not interrupt. I didn't interrupt you. I just want you to listen. I just want you to listen and not interrupt.
But you interrupted me, but that's okay.
Did I?
You did.
Okay, sister, let him get his point across now. Come on, Red.
It should be in front of all these people.
Okay, I'm going to let you finish, and then I want to say what I want to say.
Girl, say it.
Don't give me girl, because I didn't disrespect you.
You sure you got your teeth out?
Okay, y'all. So you saw that. I have a few things to say. So number one, Tamar going into that space to address Craig live on their show. When you live in Atlanta, you know Maddie, know her phone number, could have talked to Craig at any time. You chose to be in Baltimore. You chose to go to the live show and to discuss your grievances. That's how you know you wanted a scene. And that's why people say they cannot stand you. Your attitude is nasty. It's because that was malicious. Even if you wanted to address it with him on that time because y'all was in the same city, maybe you were home and they were doing a show in your city, so you came out, your hometown city, you came out. You should have talked to him after the show. To be in the audience, get a microphone, and to put on is the reason why Craig says the things he says about you while they're on PhagTawlk, and while a lot of people say the things about you. Tamar is a talented woman. True. We cannot take that from her. But her attitude and how she displays is so childlike. And I'm not sure how she doesn't see it. There are times when she is pulled together and she is a woman and she knows how to handle herself. But when she gets into these moments, she acts very much like she is in junior high school. And that is very sad for a woman that is in her 50s or very close to being in her 50s. I don't think she's at 50 yet, but I know that she's probably about 46, 47, 48-ish. Okay? And even if you 44, you headed towards 50. Okay? Craig, I give him so much credit because he handled, and that wasn't the full clip, of course, as y'all saw, it was only a minute and some change. That wasn't the full exchange. It went on for a little bit longer, but he was very gracious, and I give him so much respect for how he handled it because he wanted to do different. For you to be like, girl, and he's explaining to you, don't do that. Like, stop with that disrespectful stuff. And then the thing is, well, with my gay friends, I talk like that because I saw in another interview, and I'll post that response she did at a radio show on an interview. Well, I talk to my gay friends like that. One, Craig is not your gay friend. You don't know him like that. Y'all have not had that type of exchange personally where you can call him sis, girl, bitch, all of the things that, you might, if you are comfortable with the gay man and they allow that. Because I have gay friends who, I don't even talk to my gay guy friends like that. Like, I'm not, like, they may get a child from me, but that's just, I talk to my male cousins who are straight like that. So it's not a matter of I'm talking to you and saying child because I see you as a girl. It's just that's how I talk, right? But I'm not about to call sis. And he's told, don't sis me. Like, first of all, when we're in a confrontation, that's not when we use that verbiage. And you know very well that's not when we use that verbiage. So you know very well you're being condescending, you're being picky, you're being petty when you do that. And again, this is why the people say what they say about you, Tamar. We love you down as far as your voice. We love you down as far as some of your antics, but you go too far. You don't know the limit. And that is when it becomes ridiculous. That's when you become villain-esque. That's when you look like a petty Betty. Beyond, oh, that's my type of petty. No, it's like, bitch, that was petty. What are you doing? Like, get it together. It's get it together petty is what you're giving. To go into someone's professional space, this is not, girl, we hanging out and you see me at the bar. This is my show. And I seen Craig was talking on something, I think on his live, and he said the audience was really giving her a hard time. They were not going up for what she was saying. But Miss Mamas really thought she was showing out, and she didn't. You look foolish per usual. Even what you said on that radio show was still just disrespectful because that's, again, if that's not your friend, I don't care how you talk to your gay friends. That does not mean you address every gay person like that. That's not how you talk to people. Even if this is from like female to female, if I between my female friends say, like, I have a female friend who when we talk on the phone, I'm like, bitch, bitch, bitch. I don't talk to every last one of my female friends like that because there are some of my female friends that don't call me bitch. Even if I know you're not meaning it like that, don't call me that in that way. So for you to feel like that's justified on how you're saying it, when a man is telling you out of his mouth, don't talk to me like that. Well, that's just how I talk. No. Because when you go into spaces, you know how to curtail yourself. When I tell you, and this is just in general on people, because a lot of people are like Tamar is. If I tell you to talk to me a certain way, address me a certain way, treat me a certain way, be respectful and do that. Because you have gay friends who allow you to call them sis and allow you to call them girl. That's good for y'all. I'm happy that you all have that relationship, but I am a man you don't know. I am a person you don't know, and I am telling you, it's okay that you said it, but I'm telling you that I don't like it. So then you should say, okay, I have respect for you as a human being, and you asked me not to address you that way, I'm not going to address you that way. And maybe in our conversation, if I slip, I'm like, oh, my bad. That's just, that's how I talk, but I know you say you don't like that. But she basically doubled down on it, like, I can say what I want to say, and you can't tell me what to do, and da-da-da-da-da. And in the longer version of the video, Craig said, see, you don't like correction. Someone can't correct you. I am the type of friend, I'm going to tell you X, Y, and Z about this, and I don't want you to come try to snap back at me because you don't like what I said to you when I give you constructive criticism. And I can say that in anything that I've ever heard him say about her, he wasn't disrespectful to her when he said it. And she wanted to say, why can't, because I think her main problem was when recently an old video of hers actually came up where she was talking trash about the old lady gang, saying how the food was nasty, or it comes out cold, and the service wasn't good, and you still got to pay, all of these things. And I think that video actually came out in the height of when her and Candy were going through their little tech before they went on Big Brother and had a come to Jesus moment. And I think even after they went on Big Brother, Tamar was still being shady, like low-key shady to Candy out there. And I think that's when that video was from. So on PhagTawlk, they were talking about the video, and Craig gave his opinion on it, which, okay, yes, you talking about this is what we do. First of all, your main career is singer. Let's be clear on that. You're a singer, but now you've become an entertainer because you were on The Real for that time that you were on The Real. You jumped into a space of hot topics and talking, and even if this is what we do, I can still critique you. You might not like my critique, but I can critique you, and that's really what it was. Craig was critiquing her, and she didn't like his critique of her. And then I know that in other times he had talked about, like, bringing up, again, it was something, her being in the headlines about something she said, her mouth. And it's so funny when you watch the Braxton Family Values, that is always her family's issue with her, is her mouth. They always say, Tamar, your mouth. Tamar, your mouth. No, it is your mouth. It is your attitude. Tamar, it is your mouth. Like, that has always been a point of contention between her and her family, is her mouth, because I'm not sure why, but probably as the youngest, she was able to get away with stuff, and so she learned patterns of disrespectful communication with her family. And so Craig talked about how, like, on Iyanla, her mama had went off on her. Like, they went on Iyanla, Tamar was being disrespectful to Iyanla, and Iyanla asked, well, who gets to correct her? And Mama E was the one who corrected her and shut Tamar down. When I say shut Tamar down, she shut her down. So she's upset about him critiquing her. But girl, how you gonna come on my job? How they be saying, how you gonna come to my cubicle and tell me how to do what I do? You don't tell me what to do over here. You can have a feeling about how I do it, but don't come down to my job and be disrespectful. And I think that's where she lost. She could have had a leg in the race had she not done it the way she did it. And that's what it is. It's all about your approach, about how you say things, when you say things. And that's just what she got. So those are just my thoughts on it. I'll probably throw the clip of her interview response onto it. I'm not going to put any commentary on that because my commentary before the clip is applicable to it. I might throw the clip in before. Y'all will see when where the clip is or is not, in terms of her response on a radio interview to it. But y'all tell me what you think. Do y'all fool with Tamar? Do you agree with how she handled approaching Craig about his comments from his YouTube show? How would you feel if someone came down to your live show that you had to call themselves confronting you? Do y'all fool with Tamar, or y'all need her to hush like I feel like I need her to hush? All right, y'all. Be sure to like, Be sure to comment. Be sure to share the video. Let somebody else hear your girl run her mouth. And make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can get those notifications when I drop and when I get to running my mouth. And be sure you come back, because y'all know I'm going to run my mouth again. Peace.
You had a little back and forth this weekend with Craig Stewart.
I didn't mean it.
You didn't? No. Do you feel like you went a little too far by calling him a bitch? Because some people are.
No, and let me tell you why. We were at a gay event, and I was with my gay friends, and that's how we talk.
Tamar. Yeah, I'm telling. But he seemed to get a little upset that you called him.
He shouldn't have gotten upset.
Yeah.
I think that everybody was inebriated.
Okay.
Because we were having a blast, and we came to a show to be gay. Gay. Girl.
So this is not settled.
I'm trying to figure. No, we're cool. He's actually coming tonight, and we're gonna go to dinner. First of all, I didn't ask for the mic. I actually declined the mic, and it was kind of pushed on me, right? And I'm just thinking I'm having a gay conversation with a gay man, and so I didn't know
a gay conversation.
What's the name of the show? PhagTawlk.
That's the name of the show for real?
The name of the show is PhagTawlk. So how you mad at me because I called you girl or bitch?
I got nothing. I got nothing. I got nothing.
It wasn't like bitch. It was more like beats. Like,
yeah.
That's what it, not being derogatory.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's the lingo. You know what I mean? And I'm a really big supporter and a part of the LGBTQ community. And I just didn't feel like it was not fitting.
Yeah.
Just that.
But this is because he criticized you? Do you feel like you take criticism well?
You know, this is entertainment. Yeah. You know, the internet loves to say that Tamar's problematic and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
When I was just being gay.